Fernando is faster than you.
Hello everybody, Fernando Campos here, back with a new 5-time world champion. First we had Fangio, then we had Schumacher, and now we have Lewis Hamilton. The Brit finally finished off a battle with Sebastian Vettel that looked much closer in the first semester, but his impeccable drive and consistent performance, surely one of the all-time greats, allowed him to finish this championship with 2 races to spare. So let's take our time to analyze where he got things right, where he almost got things wrong, and how we ended up with a finished deal after the Mexican Grand Prix. At the beginning of the season, Hamilton seemed to be in the back foot for the first time in a long time, while Vettel was playing the part of the main character in the 2018 season. The German won the first 2 races and he had a commanding lead going into Shanghai, but he had a problem in the Chinese Grand Prix and in Baku. In China, Verstappen hit him at the end of the long straight, so it was not his fault. He lost a couple important points right there because that killed his race and he finished 8th. Now in Baku, Vettel himself created problems when he tried to dive bomb both Mercedes at the restart close to the end of the race. He locked his front tires and he killed those tires right there, losing a podium spot to Perez and 1 more spot to Raikkonen. So after 4 races, Ferrari had the chance to create a commanding lead, but now Vettel was leading Hamilton by only 1 point. 1 point was also the lead after the Canadian Grand Prix, and this seemed to be the theme for the first half of the season. Both drivers trying to create a big gap but not being able to do so, and just exchanging small leads. This took them to France, where Vettel got involved in yet another incident. In fact, the first corner incident with Bottas, losing more valuable points and seeing Hamilton just get this lead and run away with it. In Austria, however, he was able to recover a little bit of it because Hamilton suffered mechanical problems. Up to this point, the only retirement that Hamilton had in the 2018 season. So Vettel had the chance to recover himself in the championship, and he won in Great Britain in the next race. So with the first half of the season pretty much done, Vettel was the one leading with 8 points, besides getting involved in 3 main accidents in the first half of the season. China with Verstappen, France with Bottas, and in Baku he had the lockup that hindered his race. First half done, Vettel leading by 8 points. Everything seemed to be going Vettel's way when they went to Germany of all places for the 11th race of the season. He also got pole and saw Hamilton having to settle for 14th because of yet another mechanical problem. So with an 8-point lead, the pole, and seeing Hamilton come from the back of the grid, already on Saturday it looked like Vettel had the chance of the year to become the tone setter for the 2018 season. Hamilton was mounting a magnificent recovery drive from 14th, and he could only hope to try and salvage some points and keep the championship hopes alive really. The rain was coming and going and not helping any of the drivers, but Vettel on the other hand was cruising for another win. At home, the one that is missing in his resume, having the chance of the year to become the main fighter for the championship and control his destiny in this fight for the 5th title. Destiny, however, was not as sweet for Vettel. He went off rather awkwardly, struggling with a wet track in his low corner, crashing and throwing away the opportunity of the year. Hamilton controlled himself, kept his cool, dealt with the wet weather, and won the race. In a weekend all controlled by Ferrari, Mercedes stole a win in Vettel's home turf, in what could have been a double-digit lead for Vettel, now was a double-digit lead for Hamilton, and certainly the defining moment of the 2018 season. How defining was it? Well, from Germany to Japan, Lewis won 6 of the 7 races. He only retired once in 2018, and that was because of a mechanical issue in Austria. He only finished 3 races outside of the podium. So his calm, patience, and consistency gave him this championship. And in a fight with a big dog, Hamilton simply raced his race. He did what he wanted to, and he put himself in a position to succeed in every single weekend, while Vettel was still getting tangled up with his rivals. His qualifying performances were also incredible, the most iconic one being the Saturday on Singapore, where on a track that is narrow and with low levels of grip, Hamilton was dancing on the track and using every single inch of asphalt to build a perfect lap and get pole in Marina Bay. Something that we surely saw in many other tracks during the year. This was a fight between 2 greats, but one of them was a lot greater than the other, and this 5th title is surely in great hands. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel or the podcast feed wherever you are. Also, leave your comment and your like. I want to hear your opinions and thoughts as well. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Nando is Faster in all of them. Have a great week and see you next time. Bye-bye.